Hey, love. Okay, as promised, I want to share my perfume recipe with you today. My all natural perfume made with essential oils. One of the reasons why you absolutely must throw away all your perfumes is because of how highly toxic they are. If you would have told me this a few years ago, I would have laughed at you because I loved my perfumes and I loved my now husband's colognes. Um, just something about putting perfume on when you're all dressed up just is like the icing on the cake. But if you do just a little bit of research on the topic, you will find that they truly are incredibly poisonous. And there are so many chemical ingredients in our perfumes, like upwards of hundreds, that are completely unregulated and they're known to be carcinogens. They're known to be cancer causing. They're known to be hormone disruptors. So they lower sperm count in men. They cause synthetic, they break the skin barrier and go into the blood. And some of these chemicals act like hormones in our body. So the body can't tell the difference. And so you end up getting an overproduction or an underproduction of hormones that your body needs to be producing because of these synthetic chemicals that are acting like hormones in your body. And hormones are responsible for everything, like everything from the health of your skin to hair to your mood, not only sexual reproduction and all that type of thing, but they are responsible for your heart health, like the health of your, like just so many things. It's actually really fascinating if you start to look at what hormones do in your body. They literally regulate everything. So if your hormones are out of whack, you are completely not balanced and nothing's functioning the way that it's meant to function. If your mood is all over the place, or if you're having like bouts of sadness and stuff, that could all be related also to your hormones. So these toxins that are in not only perfumes, but like anything that's scented air fresheners, scented laundry detergent, scented dryer sheets, anything. You go into a hotel, you smell it in the lobby, like all of that stuff contains all of those chemicals. And so what happens is we're completely bombarded by them all the time. The liver gets overloaded, right? We're not able to filter it out fast enough because it's coming in faster than we can process it out. And they're just responsible for all the things that I mentioned, plus they're linked to like asthma, they're linked to allergies. If anything that's going on the skin, like any type of eczema or rashes or anything on the skin, that is like the number one red flag that the liver is completely overloaded and it comes out on the skin first. Like that is usually the place where you see it first because it's been going on inside for a long, long time, but you didn't see it until it comes out on the outside, many times in the form of um, skin rashes and skin issues. So I tell people all the time, if you want to get yourself healthy physically and emotionally, the very first place to start is by tossing your toxic pollutants and poisons that are currently in your home that are um, inhibiting your body from being able to do what it needs to do. They're inhibiting your cleansing process and your clearing out process and your regenerative process um, because they're clogging up all your organs, not just your liver, like all your organs. So if you can get rid of that, that's like a huge piece that you can now breathe, like physically and literally. Your body can start to breathe and start to repair because it's no longer getting bombarded with this constant poison, which is in the form of these synthetic scents. So if you can get rid of as many synthetic scents out of your life, you should immediately start to feel better, literally feel emotionally better. And the second thing is like cleaners, heavy duty household cleaners, like your bleach and your Windex and all of that. Again, so many poisons in there. you can swap that out with like a face cleaner, an all natural cleaner. Again, you can start to now breathe and you can start this cleansing process and healing process. So anyway, but when you get rid of all that stuff, it's sometimes it's a big part of your identity. You know, like your perfume and your cologne can be a huge part of your identity, and makes you feel good about yourself, makes you feel put together, makes you feel like that's who you've always been and that's who you choose to present yourself as. So for a long time, that was actually really hard for me to think about giving that up, and I missed it. I missed having that because it just felt like such a huge piece of what made me me. You know, with perfumes, it's so customizable to what you like, and people recognize you by your scent. So it can be a really big deal to just put that away and throw it away. But I will tell you one thing: I listed up all my perfumes on eBay. Like literally, I had a lot of expensive perfumes because I had, you know, I would always get them for Christmas and birthdays and anniversaries. And that's another thing. Like it's sentimental. You get them as gifts. Like it's a big deal. Um, at least it was for me. So, but what I did is I literally took every single one of those bottles, even the ones that were like half empty, didn't matter. I posted them up all on eBay, and I made over $300 on my used perfumes. So that is a thing, and people will buy them, which obviously I would rather that nobody bought them because I don't want people using perfumes. But at that point in time, I wanted to stock up on my oils and I wanted to get some of these like nicer oils like rose and everything. So that was part of my fund. I sold my perfumes to the people that wanted to pay me for them. And I used the money to get myself the essential oils that I wanted. So I want to show you my perfume. This is like my signature that I love so much, and I get so many compliments on this scent. It is so beautiful. What's nice about oils and when you make perfume using essential oils is when you put it to your body, it kind of like works with the pheromones of your body. Like every person has a different scent naturally, and so each person that applies the oil, it will smell differently on everybody. Um, but it's like this blend that I made, that I came up with, it's just like always a hit. Like everybody else, if when I do remember to wear it, now I don't even hardly ever wear perfume, even my DIY perfume, which is funny because I used to like identify with it so much. But now I only wear it really like for special occasions and when I want to be a little extra. But I get so many compliments on this. So here is what is inside my DIY perfume. And it will separate. Like right now I'm kind of shaking the bottle so you're not seeing the separation. But if this sits for a while, the oil will rise to the top. Hi Julio. Hi Jonathan. The oil will rise to the top. So you always have to shake it before you use it. So write this down. 10 drops of jasmine, 10 drops of ylang ylang, which is a beautiful oil that they distill in Ecuador. It's a flower, it's a ylang ylang flower. It's absolutely beautiful. Then I do 5 drops of bergamot, 3 drops of orange, and 1 drop of rose. And rose is that, you know, exquisite one that it's the priciest one, but I eventually did gift myself the rose essential oil. If you don't have the rose, you can make this recipe without rose. But if you do have it, add 1 drop. And then for the remainder, I just do like a vodka base. So you can use like witch hazel or you can use rubbing alcohol, but I just did regular vodka, like absolute. And that's the base for my perfume. So for a bottle this size, this is a pretty big bottle. I didn't fill it up all the way. I filled it up about halfway with the vodka and then the essential oils. So that's my recipe. I have more recipes that I can share with you, but this is my personal favorite one. And one other thing that I do want to go over very quickly is the promo for August because there's a lot of great free gifts with purchase this month. And they all have to do with gut health, which I think is so important. Like most of us are struggling in that department, and the gut is very important to keep healthy and to keep everything moving in your body. So you should be going to the bathroom after every meal, like a newborn baby. You know they do that. And if you're not, that means there's some blockage. So the gut health is extremely important. And this daily fiber is called daily prebiotic fiber. It used to be called ICP daily, and now they've renamed it. I got it at convention. They launched it at convention, but I just tried it for the first time yesterday because I'll tell you why. I was kind of afraid to try it because I thought it would be gross, and I don't like drinking gross things. But my husband Mike made himself a glass of it and he just started drinking it. I'm like, wow, aren't you brave? Because I was going to add it like to my Nisha and to my orange juice or grapefruit juice or whatever to try to see if I can muster it down. And he just drinking in water and he's like, no, it's good. And I said, yeah, right, it's not good. You're messing with it. He's like, no, really, it's good. And he said, try it. And I tried it and it's so good. So look, it's just you just a scoop in your water. And this has passion fruit flavor, and it actually is really tasty. It's really tasty. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste like medicine. So it's not like sometimes it clumps up. So you have to use like I have one of those little hand, not a mixer. It's like a little. I don't know what it's called. It's like a little buzzer. It's like a little frother. You use a little hand frother if you have one. But anyway, look, I'm just gonna show you how good it is. So you don't think I'm lying. It's really good. It tastes like mango. It just, I don't know, it just tastes like juice. It tastes really good. It's not untasty. It's not nasty. But anyway, fiber is important. So start drinking this every day if you haven't been already, because only 5% of Americans are meeting their daily recommended amount of fiber. That's basically nobody. So this can help you get 6 grams of fiber. This is a plant-based fiber, and this is a foundation for building good gut health. And then in your promo this month, we get multigreens, which if you look at the description of the fiber on our website, it actually recommends that you pair it with multigreens. So most of us aren't getting enough greens either. So pair this with your multigreens. You can get them for free this month. And also you're getting Life 9 this month, which is the probiotic, which you take at night before bed. You store it in the fridge and you take 1 to 2 to 3 capsules every night before bed for your probiotic. So you have your prebiotic fiber, you have your greens, and then you have your probiotic that you can take every night to start to repair the gut lining. So that is a freebie this month, and then also lemon and ginger. Again, like 2 amazing oils for digestion. You can add lemon just right into your water or right into your fiber. Just 1 drop or 2 drops of lemon. Lemon is extraordinary for so many different things. A lot of people like to add a slice of lemon to their water, which is great. And if you use the essential oil, it's that much more concentrated than using lemons. So lemon and then ginger. Ginger is one of those, you've heard of drinking ginger ale if you have a stomach ache, right? We know about these remedies. So here you have the pure form of ginger in an extracted form in the essential oil. And I would just take a drop under my tongue, like if I feel like I am bloated or I ate too much of the wrong foods, or just for daily maintenance. Just a drop under the tongue, or you could do a couple of drops in a veggie capsule, and you can add a little bit of ginger in there, a little bit of peppermint, a little bit of lemon. We have dyes, which is a great oil, but all of those oils are amazing to just put in the capsule and take down with some water for your digestive health. So those are some tips for you, and you can get all of those things for free this month. So if you want to get some of your oils that you can make your perfumes. And then, so you'll spend money on your oils for your perfumes, but then as a gift, you'll get all of those products to help your gut health. And you can start building that foundation for getting healthy into the fall season, which a lot of times we end up getting cold and flu and all of that if we're not careful and building up our immune system and doing all of these things during the summer when we're still feeling strong. Like what's the old saying? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound in cure. Now is the time to be doing those prevention things when you're feeling good and the sun's out and getting that vitamin D and everything's amazing. This is just